How a narcissist lowers your self-esteem. Stage 2 of narcissistic recruitment. Let's go. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate. I'm a hypnotherapist and I work with people who have anxiety, fears, limiting beliefs, abuse in childhood. And very often I have clients who are either breaking out or they're still recovering from narcissistic abuse. And the biggest outcome they have out of those relationships is that they have low self-esteem and they don't believe that they will ever be themselves again. So they believe that I have gone so far away from myself that I don't even know how to collect myself back together. So let's talk about how and what a narcissist do that lowers your self-esteem. And that usually happens in a stage 2 of the narcissistic recruitment, because stage 1 is idealizing you, right? Creating that dream world for you so that you completely put down your guards, right? But when you put down your guards, your heart will never leave attempts to awaken you, to show you the truth. So you will always kind of doubt. You will still want the best for yourself. So narcissists use stage 2. And that's the case when they confuse your mind so much so that they kind of reinforce that you are not worthy, that you don't deserve anything better. Then your main goal is to serve narcissistic ego. So let's go. Usually in the stage 2, when you are completely in love, you completely trust narcissists because they created that, miracle world, made ideal, perfect world for you. And you believe that that's going to be like that forever. That's going to be the best life, the best marriage, the best relationship. So you are ready to embark on that journey. What did they start to do? They start to tell you the word better. You should be better at this. You should be better at cooking. You should be better at, that piece of clothes looks better on you than that. You should wear this because that's better. So they use that word better, right? Because they want to show you that you're not enough. That you're not at that point that you're enough for them. So you always have to kind of be on alert to be enough. And that creates a lot of confusion for the mind, right? Or it actually regresses a person back to those childhood events when they felt not enough. Remember that our mind loves what's familiar. It loves to recreate what's familiar. What they use then? They use these phrases that, I think you should work on this. You should improve this, but you're doing a good job. So, like the roller coasters. You're doing amazing, but you can do this a little bit better, or you're doing a great job, but you should work on your communication, or you should work on your body, or you should look better, So they will create that, conflicting beliefs. I kind of praise you, but at the same time, you should be better. So remember that lowers our self-esteem, because the more confused we are, our mind will draw to the negative more than to the positive. We have to train ourselves to draw our mind to positive. And not always we have that chance to train ourselves for the positive thinking. And usually if we have positive thinking, we usually do not end up in narcissistic relationship. So that's how a narcissist starts to lower the self-esteem. Another way is they also create these kind of, after you put down your guards and they feel like, okay, they're okay, like my victim is good, they're starting to not feel that worthy so that they can, praise a narcissist. They start to do the suggestibility test. What does that mean? Is they have to test whether you're completely having that low self-esteem. So they will go in intense emotions. So they either will show their complete love, adoration to you, and then the verbal abuse right after that. And it's going to go like a roller coaster, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. It's called suggestibility test. By the way, in hypnotherapy, right? Or in the healing, very often, you also test your suggestibility, but usually for the beneficial beliefs, for good things. In the narcissistic relationship, narcissist is kind of test you, plus, minus, so that you finally, like completely, feel like, yes, that must be my fault. Of course I'm not good enough, And because mind loves stability, right? The mind loves to be balanced, right? These ups and downs create like psychotic disorders for people. Now, very often when we are in the narcissistic relationship for many, many years, we don't even believe there is anything better for us. We don't even believe, so we stay there until, by the way, physically, the symptoms start to show. Because the last signs that your body can show, first you might be confused, then you might have like this emotional roller coasters, you can be, you can have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, but the physical is the last to follow. When you have physical symptoms, that means that you have missed all the signs, and I've talked about it in my previous YouTube videos. What else they do? So they need to prove that you are compliant with their expectations and their demands. Right? And in order to do that, right, they have to lower your self-esteem to the point, right, where you don't even doubt that you don't have it. That you don't ever doubt that everything you say and everything you do that is not compliant with narcissistic demands and expectations, it's your fault. So guilt and blame, right? So that's a huge manipulative strategy. And very often, even parents use that, right? Even parents use it with their kids, not because they want, it's the only way they know. We recreate, right? The parenting methods that our parents have usually on our kids. We might modify it, we might improve it, and it's great when we do better. And that's our purpose, by the way, as parents, to do it better for our kids than what was done for us, to improve it, not to judge it, but to actually improve it and take the best out of it. So what can you do? What can you do in order to not fall into that manipulative trap and not to find yourself in a place where you actually don't believe in yourself anymore? Even though, honestly, I always think that you have a choice and you always have a hope, always. So in your mind, write down 5, or not in your mind, but on a piece of paper, you can write down 5 situations where you felt those strategies, where you felt that your low self-esteem, right, was at the bottom. When you felt guilty, when you felt blamed, right? If there was 5, and you felt gaslighted, right? When you felt like I'm not worthy at all, right? And I'm actually rejecting myself and I'm not doing anything that I want. I'm just doing what they want, what narcissists or manipulators do. If you find yourself in 5 or 10 situations like that, there will be 2,500 more. And hoping that it's going to get better with narcissists and manipulators is a very, very dangerous strategy to believe in that. I really want you to realize that you are worthy of an incredible, loving relationship. It's available to you when you make it familiar. When you make that belief that, oh yeah, it's available to me. When you make it familiar. And that's a skill. It's like driving a car. It's like learning to write, learning to walk. It's a skill. So anything you want, any habit that you want, the self-confidence, the self-worth, the self-esteem, it's a skill. You can train yourself to do that. And your best friend in training your mind is your subconscious mind. So learn about your subconscious mind. Learn what is there, what is unresolved, what is uncovered. And that will help you to break out of any toxic bonds and to start being yourself, start loving yourself, and you deserve that. I know that. So I hope this video was beneficial for you. I hope you find some resource in it. Please subscribe, comment, find out what would you like. I really want to hear what do you want to see on the channel. I want to know, what would you like to learn about, maybe some strategies, maybe some phrases, maybe some techniques that you can use to stand up for yourself, to show up for yourself, or to release the fear, of confrontation, the fear of losing the relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. So, love you all. Be healthy emotionally and physically. Bye.